Okay, we're here. Let's get this place cleared out for the new head of security.
I can't believe they fired Rob.
I can. He should have known better than to take a luxurious vacation to space.
It wasn't a vacation. He was abducted by aliens.
That doesn't matter. He still accrued enough points for a termination review.
But...
Wait, what was that?
Is that...
Oh my god, what was Rob doing down here?
Wow, it's people. Please save us.
You heard the boy. Get off your fat asses and let us out of here. Okay, Todd. You heard me. Time to die. But first, you're pretty starstruck, right? You probably never guessed that the leader of your club was an ultra-famous person like me.
Oh, I know you're famous because you said so. But I don't really know who you are personally.
What do you mean you don't know who I am? I'm James fucking Corden. I was in incredible genre-defining films like The Prom, Cats, and Ocean's 8. I also hosted a late-night show for a while.
The prom? Oh, sorry, my school didn't have one. The gymnasium, where it would have been doubled as a barn for cows and chickens and alike. And everyone knows chickens hate dances.
I'm genuinely impressed by Todd's ability to act as dumb as a bag of dirt even when his life is on the line.
Yeah, I mean, if he weren't such a valuable person, maybe a minority or something, then he'd be a great soldier.
A minority? Joe, do you hear yourself? This is the reason your students thought this club would appeal to you.
Peter Rabbit. I've never heard of that either. Unless you're talking about Rabbit Peters like their boy parts. I've heard of those.
My God, you've really never heard of me. It's like you've been living under a rock your whole life. Can you believe this, boy?
It's truly astounding, sir.
I mean, if we're being literal, I did kind of grow up under a rock. But that's just because my parents couldn't afford roof shingles, so they just used gravel that they stole from Main Street.
You're fucking with us, right? You've got to be.
Don't listen to them, friend Todd. I for one find your folksy southern ignorance of modern pop culture to be both endearing and a good reminder of the innocence of the human spirit.
Thanks, Haresh. I think you're pretty ignorant yourself.
Come on, Veronica, you need to do something. You're a member of this group. Get them to stop this.
I'm sorry, Donald, but I can't. I'm not that important, more of a rank-and-file member.
There must be something. Why did you never tell me what this group was all about? I can't believe you kept a secret this big from me. You're always talking about me needing to do things to prove I love you. What have you been doing to prove you love me?
Please, Donald, let's not talk about this right now.
When would be the right time? When my two best friends are skewered like pigs?
I hosted the Grammys twice. You must have at least heard of those.
I'm afraid to tell you the truth because you've yelled at me every time I said I didn't know things.
Sir, I don't want to interrupt you, but it may be time to move on with the ceremony.
You're right, boy. It won't matter what this cultureless swine knows or doesn't know once I'm done with him. And for all your stupidity, I shall make you my first victim.
Joe, our friends are about to die. What are we going to do?
Hey, Sonic Knuckles and Rouge the Bat, I promise to give you all A's in the history of Africa if you help us out.
It's too late, Professor. No one can stop the ceremony now. The revolution has begun, and all who oppose it will taste the steel of its sword.
You three are pretty fucked, you know that?
I hope you've made peace with your God because this is the end. Goodbye, Todd.
Don't worry, friend Todd. Your old pal Haresh will save you.
Sir, he's gotten free of my grasp. Watch out.
Boy, you idiot. What are you all gasping about? Don't you get how a sacrifice works? Jesus Christ.
No, it can't be. Haresh, my best friend, the man whose VP I was going to be, has been stabbed.
Donald, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really didn't know.
Haresh, I don't know what to say. You saved my life.
Don't say anything, friend Todd. Just get away as quick as you can. And promise your good buddy Haresh one last thing. Promise me that you'll make the most of every day from here on out.
I promise, Haresh.
Thank you. Now, goodbye, my friend.
What a pathetic way to die.
Leader, how dare you say that? Haresh was a hero.
Todd, I agree with you, but now's not the time for that. We all need to run. Donald, you too.
Who was that? Was that one of the idiots who thwarted my revenge against the Eons? And another one of them was named Donald, wasn't he? It is them. Everyone. As your leader, I order you to capture the interlopers here tonight. Our sacrifice just got a whole lot bigger.
I think I should maybe run now.
Get them!
An angry white mob told to get me. That's my cue to leave. Let's go, Joe.
Okay, just give me a second. Augustus, Waldorf, and Miss Marmelstein, you were subpar students. I will not miss you.
Wait up, Professor. We need to sacrifice you to the cause.
Come on, Veronica, we need to leave right now.
Donald, what are you talking about?
You don't know these guys like I do. They're crazy. Now, come on.
Donald, wait.
Barack, stop for a second. We have to go back. I think I left my vape pen in there.
Go back? Are you insane? Also, when did you start vaping?
Nickel Nick got me into it. It's a great way to get a nicotine fix without looking like the kind of person who enjoys going to the gas station.
Oh, it's you two geniuses.
Donald, are you really acting passive-aggressive at a time like this?
Me, acting passive-aggressive. Why would I do that? Maybe because you put us into another life-threatening situation.
How is this my fault?
It was your loud yelling in the quasi-clan meeting that got us spotted by Joe's cousin or whatever and his little butt boy.
Oh, shame on me for trying to warn you of danger.
Hey guys, what's up?
Todd, I'm so glad you're okay, but I can't believe what happened to Haresh.
He saved me. I don't know how I could ever pay him back.
You don't have to pay him back. Haresh is just selfless like that.
So what are we doing now?
Well, it looks like this is going to be a dangerous night for us. We can't really go back to the dorm. I think first we need to come up with a plan. We should probably also try and warn Kim since he could be in danger too. Heck, he might even have an idea of how to get out of this.
There they are, leader.
Actually, we need to run first. Then we'll come up with the plan.
I don't see them. Where are they?
I could have sworn they were just here.
It appears they have fled the vicinity, sir.
God damn it, how could you scatterbrains have let them get away?
Leader, we may have lost them this time, but we'll get them back soon enough.
You better, because I'm either sacrificing them tonight or I'm sacrificing all of you. Come on, boy.
Thanks for coming with me to meet the Indians, George. I was really worried I'd have to do it alone.
Don't worry, Ronaldo. I couldn't very well leave a beta brother in the lurch like that. Also, I'm as anxious to get Haresh back safe and sound as everyone else.
You know, George, you may have just come to Rutgers temporarily, but I was thinking that you should actually enroll like Donald did. You can even rush Beta Theta Pi.
Oh gosh, enroll in college? I mean, I'm so busy with the musical, but without Donald there, it seems all that's going to fall apart. I even heard a rumor that they're giving our theater to Water for Elephants. You guys have made Rutgers so welcoming. You know what? I'll do it. I just hope there's time to still get in for the fall semester.
I'm so glad to hear that. Now let's see what information we can get about Haresh.
Ooh, they got the Garden State Ballroom. The Subway Owners Association of New Jersey clearly doesn't mess around.
Oh, hello, white boys. You must be Donald and Ronaldo.
Hello, sir. I'm Ronaldo. Donald couldn't make it because of a prior engagement with his girlfriend, so I brought along my friend George Bush.
How you doing, Mr. George? My name is Prabhat. Now, what is it you do, Mr. George?
Me? I'm currently an actor, but I'm thinking of going back to school.
A school, very good. I attend school in Mumbai. I learn how to read subway menus and also how to tell difference between 6 inches and 1 foot. But enough of that, let us get to the reason you are here. You are looking for my nephew Harish?
Wait, Mr. Prabhat, Haresh is your nephew?
Did I hear someone mention my dear nephew Haresh?
Sir, are you Haresh's uncle too?
Of course, there is practically no one here who isn't related to that lovable scamp. Trust me when I say if you name drop Haresh in a subway, you will never pay for extra cheese again.
Huh, well that seems very unlikely, but who am I to look a gift horse in the mouth? So do any of you know where Haresh is? He went missing last night and no one has heard from him since.
My dear nephew Harish is missing? Oh no, but I am sure that there is no cause for concern. He is probably just helping someone with a bake sale in Mexico.
Actually, we already checked all the bake sales.
Have you called up the British government? I heard tell that he was gonna go to space with Boris Johnson, Justin Trudeau and Yoon Suk Yeol to rescue Frank Walter Steinmeier.
보리스 당신은 정신적으로 문제가 있는 식민지 주민이군요. 내가 죽기 전에 나를 구해주세요.
Shut up, Yoon, and let me think. At the same time you fell, I dropped the only copy of my mixtape and I can only save one of you in time.
도대체 무슨 소리를 하는 거야? 시간은 많으니 그렇지 않다면 저를 구해주세요. 난 사람이고 그건 그냥 CD일 뿐이야.
I wish the decision were that simple, but it's not.
So this is where your video game butts class was? Bigger room than I thought.
Oh yeah, that class had at least 500 students. The future of spank-worthy video game posteriors is bright with how many people are interested in the topic.
Now tell me, Veronica, do you have any younger brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I have a younger sister who's 8.
8 is a great age. Would you also say she's an 8 out of 10?
Excuse me?
Joe, I can hear you thirsting over my future sister-in-law. Knock it off.
Hey man, I was just asking some questions.
Joe, they sounded a lot like the questions you asked the Secretary of Education about what elementary schools had the worst security.
Shame on me for caring about the safety of our nation's youth.
You certainly feel something for the youth of America, but it sure isn't care for their safety.
That might be a little unfair, Donald. Remember that time when Joe ensured those missing children were safely returned home? And then he spent the whole 2-hour meeting with their parents saying that they should let bygones be bygones when it came to tracking down their kidnapper.
Sometimes it's best to just let sleeping dogs lie, Barack.
I just wish Joe would let sleeping children lie.
Ooh, that's a good one, Donald.
Thanks, Barack.
Wow, it's so nice that all of us are back together again, giving each other a good razz.
I agree, Todd. It truly shows the power of friendship, don't you think, everyone?
Shut up, Joe. You're just trying to distract from the fact that you were just asking about the hotness of a 3rd grader.
I agree. Todd, you need to stop whatever it is you're doing. First, you try to destroy our club. Now, you're attempting to corrupt Donald right after I finally got him to give up his destructive ways.
Veronica, don't even sweat it. There's no way I would go back to Captain Chomo and his sidekick Boy Chocolate in a million years. We've just formed a temporary alliance because James Corden is a psychotic asshole, and Ben Shapiro is a wild card that I don't want to underestimate.
Did you really just call me Boy Chocolate? Damn, I'm starting to think you belong in the racist club.
I think it's a very good name for a superhero, Barack. It makes me think that you vanquish evildoers with the smooth, sweet taste of milk chocolate, a taste I've never experienced because chocolate was deemed satanic by my church.
Oh, you're so uncultured, Todd.
Yo, Veronica, don't be dissing my boy like that. At least his limited upbringing helps explain his motivation for joining that fucked up club of yours. What's your excuse?
I don't need to explain myself to someone like you.
Someone like me? Joe, you're going to have to hold me back or I'm going to end up serving 5 to 10.
Okay, quit the squawking, ladies. Just so you know, Veronica, that isn't an insult for you since you're actually a lady. Anyway, we need to start thinking next steps. It's only a matter of time until someone from James Corden's legion of followers finds us.
First, we need to contact Kim. Best case scenario, he can get one of the many North Korean spies that are in this country to come and bail us out. I guess that's the perk of being friends with a dictator. Either way, though, he needs to be warned. Who knows the danger the students of color of this school are in?
Thank God I finally got a night to myself. Sometimes a bro just wants to chill in his car and chief on a spliff. This is the fucking life.
Rutgers security, open up.
Oh God, I gotta ditch my stash or I'll get expelled and never learn how to breathe underwater.
Good evening, sir. Awfully late to be sitting in your car listening to music, isn't it?
Oh hey Rob, what's up, my main man?
What's up is crime, but not for long. Have you been drinking tonight, sir, or taking any illegal substances?
Oh, you know, good old David Berkowitz. I'm always on the straight and narrow.
I don't care about your sexuality, sir. What I care about is the unmistakable scent of Platinum Jack coming from your vehicle.
Come on, Rob, can't you look the other way just this once?
No, I can't. Now step out of the car, sir, or I'll be forced to tase you.
Hey, you could at least be a little gentle.
Trust me. When I start giving it to you rough, you'll know it.
Hey, that's my phone. Mind if I answer it real quick? It could be something important.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you answer it so you can tell your assassin to take the shot. Do you think I was born yesterday or something, Supreme Leader?
Huh, Kim isn't answering.
That's probably for the best. He'd use this as an excuse to finally invade. We don't need his help anyway.
Okay, you come up with a plan then.
Well, we can't stay here. We're sitting ducks just waiting for them to find us. However, I'm sure they're scoping out the fronts of every building. So the first thing we should do is find an inconspicuous back entrance.
Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we split up so we can find the incontinent entrance faster? Sleepy Joe and Veronica can be one team, and Barry O and the Trumpster will be the other. I can go alone.
Todd, I don't think it'd be a great idea for you to go alone since you don't even know what the word inconspicuous is. How about you go with Veronica and Joe?
I don't want to go anywhere without my Donald.
Fine, but I'm not letting you two go alone together, so you can just ditch us. I'll be tagging along.
Pretty eager to be a third wheel, aren't you, Barack?
Okay, Sleepy Joe, let's go.
Our minions are scattered across the entire campus, sir. We shall surely find the sacrifices soon.
Wonderful, boy. You truly are the ideal henchman.
You honor me too much, sir.
No, it's true. And the blender you got me for my birthday was great. I never really expected to be the kind of guy to get into making his own smoothies, but it's a good way to start the day.
I'm very glad to hear that. Actually, if you like it that much, I've started a small blog where I share my favorite recipes. I've just stumbled across a very tasty banana nut one.
I definitely want to try that. Send me the link later.
Leader, we have some great news.
Can't you see we were talking about smoothies? Where are your fucking manners?
Oh, I'm sorry, Leader. I just thought you'd want to know it right away.
Know what?
One of your followers found an individual who witnessed our targets enter the Civic Square building.
Wonderful. Now what the fuck are you doing here talking about it? Go and get them. Remember, it's your heads on the chopping block if they escape us.
I'm sorry, Leader. I told them we shouldn't be wasting time like this.
You're quite the prissy little brown-noser, aren't you? Fuck off with the rest of them.
Oh, very well, Leader.
That one in the blue was actually not half bad. I might make her my concubine.
An excellent choice, sir. And if it isn't too much to ask, could I have your sloppy seconds?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Now let's get to Playa Bowls before they close.
No exits this way. Damn, this building is a maze. Let's keep going.
Hey, Sleepy Joe, can you wait up for a second? There's something I want to talk about.
Is this about that poster with the two guys kissing on it? It caught my eye too, but I don't think we need to put much thought into what that means.
No, it's just, do you think we'll be okay?
Okay? If we turn out gay, you mean? I'm sure. I mean, look at George. He seems to be doing pretty well.
No, I need you to be serious with me, Joe. I'm really worried.
Huh, you didn't call me Sleepy Joe that time. You are serious. Well, lay it on me.
Haresh. Back there, he died. He really did, didn't he?
That's complicated, but let's say he did for argument's sake.
Well, that means that any one of us could end up dead before the night's over. These aren't the fun friend adventures we've been having at college up until this point. This is serious, and it's all my fault. I shouldn't have ever brought Barack to my club. I shouldn't have ever joined in the first place, but my brain gets so foggy and confused sometimes, so I don't even know right from wrong. I could end up killing us all, and it'd be because I'm stupid. I'm so afraid, Joe. I don't want to die, and I don't want to lose all of you. You're the only real friends I've ever had, if we don't count raccoons. I just want our fun and good times to keep going. Forever.
You have to trust in us, Todd. We get in our fights and end up in big old trouble sometimes, but when Barack, Donald, and I get together, there's nothing we can't do. And guess what? You're in that group now, too. We'll make it out of here. No way is some loser like James Corden gonna get the better of us.
Thanks, Sleepy Joe. I feel a little better now.
God damn, Veronica, you're so beautiful that sometimes I can't even help myself. Come here and give me a kiss.
Donald, stop. We shouldn't do this in front of Barack.
Don't worry, Barack is married to a man, so the only thing here that'd turn him on is me. And I've had to come to terms with my overwhelming physical appeal and don't care anymore.
Please, Donald, let's just wait until later.
I also think you should wait until later. And for the record, I'm not married to a man.
Barack just give up the whole Michelle thing. Donald saw his birth certificate. He knows the truth.
Donald, did you tell her you saw Michelle's birth certificate and it said she was a man? You know that's not true.
Yes, it is. It was at the Halloween party 15 years ago. I snuck upstairs when you and Joe were bobbing for apples and looked through Michael's safe.
Uh-huh, real believable. And what kind of safe does Michelle have?
A white, fireproof document safe made by Honeywell. There's a black scuff on the lid.
Wait, what? How did you...
It has a cam lock, which can be picked with a paperclip. It's very simple, Barack.
Donald, please tell me you are lying.
I wish I were, Barack. I really wish I were.
What was that?
There must be someone else here. Let's go check it out.
That sure was a bust, huh? Not a single one of their leads had any merit. Prabhat was a funny guy, though. He and I are going to check out the new Saw together. He's a big fan.
Yeah, I guess we should just head back to campus. Maybe someone else had better luck.
Do you mind if we stop by Playa Bowls on the way? My hunky security guard and I got in a little fight over text, and I want to get your thoughts on it.
Sure thing, George. Any excuse to get a Dragonberry bowl.
Is this where the sound came from? This is Professor Valentino's office.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh god.
And that was Professor Valentino. He sounds like he's in trouble. Maybe one of the racists got him. He does love himself a thick Asian booty, after all. That probably rubbed them the wrong way. Professor, are you in trouble? We came to save you.
Oh yeah, just like that. Oh yeah, give it to me. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Huh, looks like we aren't the only ones who came.
Mr. Obama, is that you? What are you doing here?
Valentino, I never agreed to this being a group thing.
Oh, Professor, we heard you moaning and we thought you might be in some physical... I'm sorry, can you pull up your pants? Underwear too, obviously.
I never took you for such a prude, Mr. Obama. How will you ever design a hot hentai game like that?
I mean, my plan is to do something in the Yuri genre, but that is truly a conversation for another time. Do you happen to know a back way out of this building?
A back way out? Why would you need something like that?
And I never said that I wouldn't be open to going to St. Kitts, but I want him to at least consider Smuggler's Notch. I just think that a strong relationship should be able to handle a certain amount of negotiation.
I completely agree with you there, George. But are you sure that you were listening to him enough? What was the first thing you said when he suggested you go to St. Kitts?
Well, I said that I'd rather go to Smuggler's Notch.
I see, but can't you concede that immediately suggesting an alternate location after he has brought one up could feel like you're dismissing his thoughts?
Wow, Ronaldo, you're right. Gosh, I should text him to apologize right now.
And maybe you can have a more fair and open discussion about the matter with him when you go to your aquarium date.
You're very right, Ronaldo. Thanks for talking this out with me. You wanted a Dragonberry bowl, right? Today it's my treat.
Thanks, George. Huh, isn't that James Corden over there?
This pink pitaya is good. I think I'll start getting this more often.
The Aloha is exceptional as well, sir.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'll have to try it sometime.
You can have a sip of mine if you want.
Nah, that's kinda gay.
Here you go.
Thanks, George. Now look at who's over there.
Oh, peaches and cream and jujubes, this isn't good.
What's the problem? Do you know James Corden or something?
No, and I don't think many people other than you do either, but you see, and I'm not exactly hip to all the details, but Barack, Donald, and Joe had a bit of a dust-up with him when they were in space, and they are still on pretty bad terms. Hopefully they don't run into each other.
That's when I told the woman at Trader Joe's that she could fuck off if she didn't want to give me a 100% discount, and I pissed all over the cash register.
Hello, James Corden.
Sir, I believe your phone is ringing.
Sorry to
Oh
bother
yes, would you look at that? How do you like my ring?
It's a very good ringtone, sir.
Okay, who the fuck is this and why are you bothering me?
Leader, this is Bella. We have assembled the club members at the Civic Square building. We've covered every entrance and exit, and we're about to infiltrate.
Who the fuck is Bella? Oh, you're that prissy bitch. Why are you calling me about this? Infiltrate already and bring those criminals to my feet.
Anything for you, Leader. Consider it done.
Was that good news, sir?
Oh yeah, I guess. It should only be a matter of time before Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and that old one are nothing but heads on spikes.
Jeepers, creepers, and panty peepers, our friends are in a whole host of trouble.
I see, Mr. Obama. This is quite the predicament you have found yourself in. As one of my most promising students, I will naturally aid you in any way I can.
Thank you, Professor. You don't know how much that means to me.
It's George. Some people just always pick the worst time to call. George, whatever it is, it's going to have to wait. I'm in the middle of something more dangerous and exciting than anything you'll ever get to experience in your whole life. Bye.
Donnie, wait. The building where you are is surrounded and it's about to be invaded.
What? How would you even begin to know that?
I can't explain. If you don't trust me, find a window and take a look outside.
Hey, Gramps, you got a window in this place?
Of course, Mr. Trump, it's in the corner.
Okay, let's see.
Donald, what are you doing?
Oh, dear merciful God, George wasn't lying.
Wasn't lying about, oh fuck.
Old man, you said you were going to help us, so help us. We need a way out of here that no one else would know about.
Donald, what's happening? Talk to me.
It's that club of yours. Every damn member of it is outside and coming in fast. Getting out of here is going to be now or never.
Donald, you really don't have to worry. They're good people. They've always treated me well.
Everyone treats the white girl well, so shut up. Professor Valentino, I know we're asking for the moon, but is there any foolproof way to leave this building unseen?
You're in luck, Mr. Obama. There happens to be one way.
Another dead end. You were right, Todd. The basement probably wasn't the best place to look.
Sleepy Joe, what's that sound?
That's the unmistakable human melody of an angry riot. I'd know it anywhere. Many of the time was I driven out of villages in the Middle Ages to that tune. Usually it was because of someone getting the wrong idea after finding me alone with their young daughter in a barn.
What do we do?
Offering to marry the girl, then skipping town frequently did the trick in the barn situation. But the details here are slightly different, so I don't think that will work.
Okay, I spy with my little eye something grey.
Dave, for fuck's sake, you can't keep picking the floor.
Well, boss, what else am I supposed to pick? There's nothing else in here.
Of course there isn't. It's a fucking holding cell.
Okay, my turn next. I spy with my little eye something grey.
Fuck me. Can we please stop playing this game?
Now, boss. It'd be rude to stop playing in the middle of Giovanni's turn. Giovanni, is it the floor?
Yes, that's correct. It's the floor. Good job, Matthew.
Thank you, Giovanni.
Oh my god, stop choosing the floor.
Boss, you seem a little stressed. What's the problem?
We're in fucking jail. That's what the problem is.
Boss, you don't have to swear at Matthew like that. He's just trying to help you work through your feelings.
You want to know what my feelings are, Dave? My feelings are, I'm so fucking mad that you got us thrown in jail.
Dave got us thrown in jail? How did he do that, boss?
How did he do that? You were there. When we got pulled over by the police, he told them that we had a car full of cocaine. That's how.
Well, boss, we did have a car full of cocaine.
Boss, you know that Dave has been working on being more honest.
I don't fucking care. Only an idiot would admit to the police that they were committing a crime.
I wouldn't have had to tell them about the cocaine if we hadn't gotten pulled over in the first place.
How is getting pulled over my fault? I was going the speed limit.
Well, boss, I think it's pretty clear why we got pulled over.
Are you trying to suggest we got pulled over because I'm black?
Boss, you know that Dave would never suggest something so racially insensitive, even if people of colour, especially black and brown ones, are more often stopped by police than their white counterparts.
If it wasn't my being black, what was it?
I mean, I think it was the costumes, boss. They made it pretty clear we were up to something.
No fucking way. The costumes were our cover. Have you ever heard of a crab in a car full of cocaine?
I mean, if you count us, then many times, and it's not Halloween or anything, so the costume doesn't even make sense.
For fuck's sake, Dave. It's like you didn't even read the cover story I emailed you. We were supposed to be a group of children's entertainers on our way to audition for roles on the Disney cruise. You're Sebastian, I'm Dr. Facilia, and Matthew is a generic clown.
What about me, boss?
What do you mean, what about you? You're Scooby-Doo.
Boss, Scooby-Doo isn't a Disney character. He's owned by Warner Brothers Discovery.
No, he's definitely a Disney character.
Sorry, but the clown is right. Scooby-Doo is owned by Warner Brothers Discovery.
Wait, were you spying on us? That's a violation of our civil rights.
No, it's really not.
Yes, it is. It violates the accused's right to privately confer with one's attorney.
Attorney? Which one of you is an attorney?
Dave's wife, Allie. She's our lawyer. And since she and Dave are married and like one person legally or something, ergo Dave is also our attorney.
That is maybe the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Boss, I tried to warn you that the logic there didn't work.
Don't blame me. Blame Giovanni. He's the one who told me about it.
I told you that? Oh, you mean in my psych spec script. Sorry, boss, I don't know a lot about the law, so I just made that bit up.
Ooh, that must hurt, but it doesn't really matter. All I heard was you embarrass yourself with your poor understanding of Scooby-Doo. But if you want to incriminate yourself, I'm willing to hang around.
No, we're good.
People never want to incriminate themselves. What has this country come to?
So, hey, my name is David Berkowitz. What are you all in here for?
Give it another hit, everyone.
They aren't in here either.
We need to keep looking.
Hey, I think someone's in the basement.
Let's go.
I built these tunnels in the 80s to protect copies of Custer's Revenge and Beat 'em and Eat 'em from the video game crash.
This is very impressive, Professor. Donald, have you gotten a hold of Joe and Todd yet?
No, my calls aren't going through.
Well, we can't exactly leave without them. They're our friends.
I know, maybe we should turn back.
Donald, don't bother with them.
Jesus, Veronica, why are you such a cold, heartless bitch?
Barack, don't talk to my girlfriend like that.
Why not? It's true. All she does is break things. You have to realize that, don't you, Donald? She broke up every friendship you have with me, Joe, Todd. She got Haresh killed. And now she seems to want to do the same with you. I mean, what makes a person that selfish?
Gosh, this is the problem with you people. You don't understand anyone but yourselves. You think that suffering is something that can only happen to Black people. You can't even imagine the horrors I've been through. I had to watch my entire family get killed as I hid in a closet with my baby sister. I watched through the slats in the closet door as my family was beaten to death. And then I saw the faces of the men who did it. The evil grins. They were your so-called brothers. That's why I care about my own kind. It's clear no one else will.
Oh, fuck me. I mean, Jesus. Is that story, true?
Of course it is.
Veronica, why didn't you ever tell me any of this?
I don't know. It's hard to talk about, and I was worried I would lose you. I've never had anyone care about me, other than my sister. That was until you. I'm sorry if it seems selfish, but I feel I have the right to someone who cares about me and only me.
I'm sorry, Veronica, but can't you see that Barack and hell, like probably at least a quarter of Black people, are nothing like those guys who hurt your family?
Really, Donald? Only a quarter?
I don't know. Maybe, but I don't want to take that chance.
Yikes. This is some heavy conversation, but I feel the need to remind you that what we're doing right now is fairly time-sensitive.
You're right, Professor. Donald, are we going back? Yes or no?
Yes, let's go save our friends.
Sleepy Joe, the angry mob is getting louder. I think they're coming this way. What do we do?
I have an idea. It's crazy, but it may just be crazy enough to work.
What is it?
Remember the poster of the guys kissing? How we were intrigued by it, but knew we had to look away? Maybe if the mob saw us kiss, they'd have a similar reaction.
Sleepy Joe, I'm not very smart, but I have a strong feeling that wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're right, obviously. Us kissing? Ridiculous. The thought never crossed my mind. No, the mob! Quick, Todd, kiss me!
Sleepy Joe, stop it.
Professor, we finally found you, and our disgraced member Todd as well. Our leader shall be so happy when we deliver you to him. He may even make me his newest concubine.
I don't know, Itchy Scratchy is cuter.
My name is Bella, Professor. Get it right for once before you leave the mortal coil.
To be fair, you never actually introduced yourself to me, so my not knowing your name is kind of on you.
Did we really never introduce ourselves, Professor? How rude of us. You know Bella, of course, but my name is Josh, and that's Ellie.
Ah, thank you very much, Josh. I'm sure I'll find tremendous use for your names at this point. I guess better late than never.
Now tell us where the others are. If you don't, we'll make your death even more painful than it's already going to be.
Sleepy Joe would never betray his friends like that.
Clearly you don't know me well enough, Todd, because I would and I'm about to.
Smart choice, Professor.
Sleepy Joe, don't.
Barack, Donald, and his girlfriend split off from us. We figured that it'd be easier to get help that way. They've gone to the Freehold Mall, probably the PacSun or the J.C. Penney, to be specific.
Huh?
Thank you, Professor. Your cooperation is appreciated.
Say less. Okay, time to go, I suppose. No reason hanging around here.
Come on, Ronaldo, we need to hurry. Can't you go any faster?
George, I'm already going 150.
I'm sure this car can hit 200. Now put the pedal to the metal.
All right, George, I'll give it a try.
Okay, I'd say we split up so we can find them faster. Being on our own will help us sneak in and out of the mob more easily, too. Let's get going.
Barack, wait, doesn't something seem weird to you?
That's right. Where's the sound of the mob?
Oh, shit. I mean, they must just be trying to stay quiet to lure us out.
Unfortunately, that's not the case, Mr. Obama. The mob is completely gone.
That can't be. Let me see.
He's right. There isn't a single one of them left out there.
Then they must have come up empty-handed and decided to leave.
Barack, does that sound like what a mob would do to you?
Are you saying that they...
I think Mr. Trump is right. It may be hard to accept, but odds are they've found your friends.
Oh no, Joe and Todd, what are we going to do?
You know, boy, our followers may have screwed up royally tonight, but it was very pleasant just hanging out with you.
I agree, sir.
I've never told you this, but for many years I was sad. Of course, I was universally adored, but I always felt that the general public didn't show their all-encompassing love quite well enough. After I met you in Rob's dungeon, though, everything really clicked together. It's not enough to have people who love you so much that they see your movies or watch your shows. True, undying love is only found with those willing to give up their lives at your whim.
Supreme power suits you, sir. I've always thought so.
I know. You have. And this idea of yours to harness the power of racism in order to gain devoted followers and eventually take over the world, was a stroke of genius.
You don't know how much it means to me to hear you say that, sir.
Of course, like all good things, it was probably my idea that I just unknowingly transferred to you through some sort of telepathy, only capable of being done by the greatest minds in existence. Or maybe it's an alien thing. I honestly forget I'm an alien way too much. It's pretty weird.
I consider it charming, sir. Should we go in?
No, they haven't gotten all of them yet after all, and I'm just really enjoying standing here, appreciating this beautiful evening.
I love you, sir.
What was that?
Oh, nothing, sir. Forget it.
You won't believe it. George apologized about the St. Kitts thing and said that he wants to have a deeper conversation about it at the aquarium.
Good for you. I told you it would work out.
Oh, you lucky bastard. I wish I had a boyfriend like that.
Al, I need you.
Oh, my stars, my heart can't take it.
George, this is so sudden. What are you doing here?
He brought Ronaldo with him. I'm sorry, Al, but I think this may be a poly situation.
No, it's not about anything like that. My friends are in danger. They got caught up with some weird cult thing, and now they're being hunted down.
By friends, you mean Obama, Trump, and Biden, don't you?
Well, yeah, and that nice boy Todd, and Donnie's girlfriend Veronica.
Well, too bad. I have no desire to extend a single one of their times on Earth. In fact, I should go and thank these cult leaders right now. Who are they?
Well, it was James Corden and this squirrely little guy who I think is from the interwebs.
Did you say James fucking Corden?
Yeah, I did.
And this other guy? Was he about 4'11" with the voice of a child who just sucked down a tank of hydrogen?
Yeah, that's a pretty good description.
It's James and Ben, my old playthings. I knew they got free, but I assumed they'd spend the rest of their days curled up in some dusty little corner. I never imagined that my torture would have left them with enough energy to form a cult.
Well, does that change anything? Will you help us? Please.
Please, Rob, you have to help George's friends. Grinder is rough. If he leaves me from grief, I don't know if I'll ever connect with anyone again.
Fine, I'll do it. But this is just me putting my old toys back in their box, nothing else.
Thank you, Rob.
Now where is this cult?
That's a good question. Let me call up Donald. Hopefully he hasn't been caught yet.
They aren't here, and they weren't at JCPenney either. Professor Biden lied to us.
Maybe they stopped at Auntie Anne's for a pretzel. Let's go check it out.
I can't believe this happened. What are we supposed to do? We can't let Joe and Todd get killed, but what power do we have to get them back from the club?
None. Our leader has assembled too many strong people. You stand no chance. We should just move on with our lives, Donald. If you don't feel safe here, we can transfer to a different college and put this all in our past.
Veronica, shut up.
Excuse me, what did you just say?
This is finally getting good. I wish I had some popcorn.
I didn't mean it like that, but enough is enough, Veronica. I'm sorry about what happened to you in the past, but I won't take the apathy you have for my friends anymore. And I won't take your mistreating me and demanding I always do what you want to do either. Barack and Joe have been with me for years. They're everything to me. And Todd may be a new friend, but I feel the same sort of connection to him. It was cruel for you to ask me to choose between you and them. That's not how you love a person. When you love someone, you try to put them before yourself, even when it hurts. That's what I did with you. That's why I let them go from my life, but I've realized slowly that you would never do the same thing for me. Barack and Joe have done that many times, though, and I made a horrible miscalculation when the side I chose in this dispute was you.
Well said, Mr. Trump.
Donald, does this mean you're breaking up with me?
It means that Barack and Joe are going to be in my life. You can be in my life too, but unlike them, you're negotiable.
Damn, that's straight savage right there. I can literally see the scorch marks on you, Veronica.
So what's it going to be?
I'm sorry, Donald, but no.
Very well. Old man and hot lady with an old woman's voice. Can you make sure she gets home safely? Barack and I have a couple of people to save.
It'd be my honor, Mr. Trump.
Come along, young lady.
Veronica, I really did love you.
Goodbye.
Hey, Donald, are you going to be okay?
Thanks for asking, Barack, but we don't have the time. We need to get to that clubhouse and save our friends. I just wish we weren't going in alone. I'm tired of Huh, it's Ronaldo. Hey, it's not a great time, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What is it?
Barack, you'll never believe who's gonna be on our side for this.
I feel you there, Mr. Berkowitz. It's like the exact same thing with us. We were totally doing completely innocent stuff, going to audition for the Disney cruise when we were arrested for no reason.
Boss, we weren't arrested for no reason.
Shut up, Dave. I'm just trying to explain to our new friend, David Berkowitz here, that we're fellow victims of the system.
Am I the only one who finds it funny that Dave and David Berkowitz have the same name?
David is a very common name, Giovanni.
And it's not the exact same since I'm just Dave.
Well, he's talking about your full name, obviously, Dave.
My full name is Dave.
What? Really? Like on your birth certificate and everything?
Yeah, it's just Dave.
Wow, that's weird. I didn't know that.
You should have, boss. It was clearly listed on his wedding license, on which you signed your name as witness.
I didn't read that.
Boss, you didn't read Dave's wedding license, but it is such an important document.
You should always read anything you're going to sign your name to, boss.
Come on, Matthew. Why would I have needed to read?
Wow, you guys have such a close bond. You know what we should all do? Break out of here.
I don't know about you, but I'm so pumped for this sacrifice.
It's certainly going to be a very enjoyable sacrifice, sir.
Here are 2 of the sacrifices, leader.
Great. Where are the others?
Sir, unfortunately, we weren't able to locate the others.
What are you talking about? Why the fuck not?
Professor Biden told us they would be at the Freehold Mall, but when we got there, they were nowhere to be found.
Oh yeah, I lied about that. They were in the same building where you found us.
Jesus, you goddamn imbeciles. How could you have fallen for such an obvious trick? Get out of my sight.
But leader...
Go!
Oops, did I get you in trouble with your leader? Sucks to suck, lasagna.
My name is Bella.
Who the fuck cares?
I hope you're happy with yourself, old man, because I'm going to make you hurt 100 times worse for what you did.
What does that matter? I saved my friends' lives.
For now, maybe, but I'll get them soon enough.
Okay, this is the place.
Huh. I had heard rumors that there were some shenanigans going on in the basement of this building, but I never checked it out. I was always too busy ticketing cars that overstayed their welcome in the 15-minute parking spots.
Nice, we're all here and ready to go. Rob, thank you.
Don't thank me. I'm not doing this for you.
So what's the plan exactly?
We go in there, and while Rob is doing his thing, we grab Joe and Todd and get out.
Oh, so I guess we'll all have to leave Rutgers tonight, won't we? That way they can't take their revenge.
No need to worry about revenge. Let's just say James and Ben won't be doing very much after I'm through with them.
Does that mean we'll be able to stay at Rutgers?
Not exactly. Part of our agreement here is that you leave this school and never come back. I don't want to have to deal with you 3 anymore. George can stay, though. I can't have my subordinates getting lovesick.
Thank you, Chief.
This is truly the last hurrah of our college adventure, then. It's been a fun time, but all fun things must come to an end, I suppose.
Save the sappy stuff for when you're on a bus out of this city. We have some C-list celebrities to discipline.
Well, we can't keep letting the people wait. Bring me my knife, boy.
About that, sir, I can't seem to find it.
What? I mean, it's probably still in that Indian guy's chest.
That's the problem. His body has sort of vanished.
That's weird. Do human bodies disintegrate after they die? I don't really know how that stuff works for you people.
Good for you, Haresh, even if I'm gone. You'll still be around to show up randomly in Barack and Donald's lives.
What? Do you think that guy just got up and walked out of here?
Yeah, most likely. He's immortal, I think.
Stop talking rubbish. Okay, everyone, time to shut up. Now, our little ritual may have gotten a bit interrupted earlier, but it continues now. It could have continued earlier if you all had captured the interlopers when I had first asked, but I should have known not to expect much from all of you.
Good. I don't think they've noticed us yet.
Maybe, but it's going to be hard for the racists to overlook the 2 black guys in the room for long. Rob, you think it's time for you to do your thing?
Don't tell me how to do my job, Donald.
We seem to have misplaced our knife, so I'm going to be doing the sacrifice bare-handed. You were supposed to cheer for that.
How do these people stand to have James Corden for their leader? He treats them like absolute shit.
Rob, buddy, get your ass in gear, because shit's about to get very real.
Now I'm not entirely sure how to do this with a person. I've mostly only ever done it to, like, cats and the occasional squirrel. Maybe I put my hands on either side of his neck and just, like, push them together.
Rob, hurry the fuck up.
Donald, you need to learn how to be patient. I was just about to make my move. Wait a second there, James.
Why did that voice sound so familiar? Oh God, no, it couldn't be.
Oh no, it's Rob!
Yes, Ben. Have you missed me? I've missed you too. And I've been hearing that my 2 favorite prisoners have been very naughty.
Rob, just get the fuck out of here. This has nothing to do with you.
Oh, does little bitty James got something to say?
Yeah, just leave us alone. We never did anything to you.
I'm sorry to hear you feel that way, but unfortunately I made an agreement to free these 2.
An agreement with whom? Wait, are Obama and Trump here? Everyone, grab them.
Everyone, do no such thing. There's been a little change of leadership. You see, these 2 are no leaders. They're tiny, weeny little babies. I'm their babysitter, and they're both in need of a timeout.
Rob, please, have mercy.
James, be honest with yourself. Have those words ever worked on me before?
Rob, don't.
Rob, I beg you.
Wow, Rob, this is pretty cool.
Why'd you hit Sleepy Joe?
Sorry, but when I kick ass, I kick every ass near me. I have no control.
Wow, Rob is actually helping us. I mean, he's kind of helping us at least.
Yeah, I anticipated just a straight betrayal, but this worked for me.
This is an indescribable pain.
Oh God, Rob, please spare us.
Kinda just wish I was sacrificed.
Rob, I think they've learned their lesson.
Rob, for the love of all that is holy in this world, stop hitting us. I surrender to you, my master. Please let my body heal before you enact your divine judgment again.
Spoken like a good prisoner.
Rob, my master, would you like me to massage your feet or maybe punch myself in the face for your amusement?
Not right now, maybe later though.
Now that I know the kind of treatment James and Ben received at Rob's hand, I kind of feel bad for them.
I don't. Fuck those guys.
From this moment on, these 2 will be nothing but filth under my shoe, and I shall take my place as this club's rightful leader.
Wait, did you say you're the new leader, Rob?
That's correct. I was naive to think that I could run Rutgers simply as the chief of police. It's clear now that I must also control the underworld.
Oh, that's cool, I think. So I'd like to officially announce my resignation from the club. It was a lot of fun, but I don't think it's for me.
Resignation? Did you think you were still a member? Don't make me laugh. You're a sacrifice, and it's about time we follow through.
And there is the betrayal. We should have seen this coming.
Who still wants to see a sacrifice tonight? Sorry, boys, but the public has spoken.
Yeah, I can't let you, do that.
Who was that? Who speaks out in defiance of me?
No way. Could it be him? Is he finally here?
Is who here, Todd?
Are you the man who attempts to stand against me? What is your name?
I can't believe it. It's Ethan. We're saved.
Ethan? Who's Ethan?
Barack. Ethan is a Beta Theta Pi legend. He's the guy whose room I'm staying in at the house. Rumor has it that he once butt-chugged a handle of Everclear and then drove home to Tampa for Christmas break.
The Everclear thing is true. We tried to ticket him for it, but he passed the breathalyzer 10 times in a row.
Are you Todd? Sorry I'm late. I had to chill in bed on my phone for a bit, then go to Wawa for dip and a sub.
Todd, how do you know this guy?
I don't really. Haresh just gave me a phone number once and said to call it if we were ever in trouble, and he wasn't around to help us. I called him when you went to the bathroom for 15 minutes when we were looking for an exit to that building.
Oh yeah, that was right after we saw the poster of those guys kissing. It made me feel weird, so I had to do something real quick.
Well, I don't care who you are. Stand down or face my wrath.
Sorry I can't do that. Any bro of Haresh's is a bro of mine.
Then, you leave me no choice. Say hello to Ruth Bader Ginsburg for me. She knows who I am. Take this, and take that, and take this again. Gosh, you can sure take a punch.
My stars. That fella's just standing there like nothing's happening as Rob beats the ever-loving tar out of him.
That's Ethan for you. He's so chill that nothing affects him.
That man is the perfect frat brother. He's everything I've ever wanted to be in this life. I am truly humbled.
Master, you should stop. This is getting pretty pathetic.
Shut up, James. This guy is on the ropes. I can feel it. He'll go down any second.
So was that it? Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Good. So I'm not sure what's happening here or who you are, but just be chill, okay?
I'm the epitome of chill.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Anyway, I'd love to party, but I'm zanned out pretty hard, so I think I may just crash for the night.
Huh? What does this mean?
I don't know. Hey, Rob, are you going to still sacrifice us?
Of course not. A real man knows when he's beaten. Barack, Donald, and Joe, you win this round, but our previous agreement stands. I want you 3 out of here by tomorrow.
Wait for me, Master. Come along, boy.
Yes, sir.
Well, all's well that ends well.
Hey, Donald, what's up? Does this mean we're all friends again?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't have much else to do.
What about Trump the Musical? Doesn't it start previews in a few days?
About that, it turns out that the Schubert organization doesn't take too well to ignoring your production to go back to college. They canceled our contract and gave the Imperial to water for elephants.
So where do we stand? We've been kicked out of college. And other than Joe being the current president of the United States, we have absolutely no prospects. What do we do now?
I have an idea. Rob did say we don't have to leave until tomorrow. And even if Ethan isn't there, we sure can still have one hell of a party.
Wait, you never told me you had kids.
Yeah, I usually keep it off the apps because it tends to scare people away. Is that a problem?
No, I just never really saw myself as the kind of guy to raise kids.
I mean, they're both in their 40s, so I don't think they'll need much raising at this point.
You expect me to believe that not every black person is a rapper?
I know it sounds crazy, but a few of them aren't. I haven't once had Barry O ask me to listen to his mixtape or check him out on SoundCloud.
Wow, Todd, maybe we were wrong about a few things.
I still can't believe that not every Asian is good at math.
Thank you for inviting me to this party, Helen and Professor Valentino. I've never been to a student function before.
It was our pleasure, Miss Williams.
Miss Williams, how about the three of us go back to my office and see if that ass belongs in a video game?
Yeah, so I basically saved the whole school. Pretty impressive, huh?
That's so cool, Barrio.
Also, about what you said in class, would you maybe want to come back to my dorm room and...
Barack, do you really call that Riz? Move along, sweetheart. Barack isn't even into chicks. At best, you'd be some weird experiment for him.
Donald, I can't believe you did that. I almost got it in.
Barack, don't debase yourself. You have a wife, and unlike my marriage, yours may last out the year.
A wife? Don't you mean a husband? Are you actually admitting Michelle is a woman? What about that birth certificate stuff?
I mean, that's all true, but I have some respect for gender identity.
The Trumpster, you won't believe it.
Ronaldo, cool your jets. Believe what?
I just got off the phone with my oncologist, and he told me I'm completely cancer-free.
What? Really? How did that happen?
They don't know. It was like a miracle. And the craziest thing is, Haresh told me a couple of days ago that he felt this would end up being the case. I can't believe he's gone.
Trust us, Ronaldo. Haresh is not gone. He'll show up somewhere eventually. He always does.
I really hope so, Barrio. Anyway, I have to go. See you guys around.
Donald, I have a bone to pick with you. Why didn't you invite any hot girls to this party? Everyone here is at least 18.
Fuck me, Sleepy Joe. I can't believe you never wore more than 2 pairs of shit-stained clothes this entire month.
That will probably be the best part about leaving college. You'll finally start wearing different things every day.
Come on, Barack. Do you really think I changed my clothes that much before this?
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Well, boys, this is the last night of our college career. But it won't be the last night of us as friends. I'm sorry about how things went down this summer. I got so wrapped up in this fantasy life with Veronica that I forgot how beautiful and fun the real world is. Through good times and bad times, through excitement and sadness, through it all forever, I'm going to stay by your side.
For sure.
Donald, I'm so glad to hear you say that. I love you both so much.
Okay, Barack, you don't have to be so weird about it. Let's just go party. Here's to our college adventure.
You can say that again.
Hear, hear.
Okay, I think that was the last of it.
No, there's one more thing.
Jesus, Barack, how much stuff did you have in here?
Don't worry. This is the last of it, and it's for you.
Barack, the signed Allegro playbill? Don't fuck around with me, not right after we became friends again.
I'm serious. Joe and I talked at the party, and we think it belongs with you. It was the prize for the Arnold Schwarzenegger look-alike contest. And not a person in that stadium that day would say that anyone else deserved to win it but you.
Barack, you don't know how much this means to me.
Maybe not, but it couldn't mean nearly as much as your friendship means to me.
Huh, I wonder who that is. Hopefully the Girl Scouts.
The door's unlocked. Come in.
Veronica, what are you doing here?
I heard you were leaving Rutgers and I wanted to say goodbye.
Okay, Joe, let's go check on the truck.
Right, because this is pretty awkward.
Those two are masters of subtlety. So, what did you want to say?
I'll miss you.
Please, Veronica, let's not do this. It's over.
That doesn't change my feelings.
Uh-huh, and what would those be?
That I love you, Donald. I really love you. You're the first man to ever care about me. People say you're a selfish, self-centered person, but it's not true. You're loving and kind. I see it in how you treat Barack and Joe, and I felt it in how you treated me.
Why did it have to turn out this way, Veronica? What the fuck was with that club of yours? And why did you force me to leave my friends?
I don't have good answers to those questions. I think I still probably have a lot of emotions to work through. About my parents' death, of course.
Oh yeah, that was a fucking curveball. A lot darker than what usually went on here.
I was looking for someone to replace them, but they're gone. And I need to accept that.
Do you think you'll be able to?
One day, hopefully, but not now. So that's why this has to be goodbye.
Veronica, I can still see you across the room at Haresh's party. I don't think I ever loved a woman as much as I loved you in that moment. I don't think I've ever loved a woman at all. I mostly love guys, but in like a very heterosexual way.
Haha, you're still so funny, Donald.
Take care of yourself, Veronica. And when you're able to move on, find someone who will love you as you need them to.
Thank you, Donald. Goodbye.
How did that go?
Don't worry about it. It's over.
Hey, you know what I just noticed? Where's Todd?
Phew. I just managed to register for classes in time.
Register for classes? What are you talking about?
I guess I should finally tell you guys. I had a long, hard think last night, which is really saying something for me, and I decided that I want to stay at Rutgers.
You're staying, Todd? But why?
For 2 reasons. The first is I'm 18, pretty much completely uneducated and poor, so I figure it'll be helpful for me to have a college degree. The other reason is I feel I really messed up this school this summer. I know it's not all my fault, but it feels like it is, and I think I owe it to everyone here to stay around and fix it.
Wow, Todd, that's one of the most coherent things you've ever said, and that's saying a lot coming from me.
Thank you, Sleepy Joe.
Well, Todd, I can't say we won't miss you, but I wish you the best in everything.
You better not be a stranger, man.
Don't worry. I'll keep in touch. I just have to figure out how a phone works first.
Hey, Todd, you know what I was wondering? Yesterday morning when you came in late, what were you doing? You weren't kidnapping Haresh, were you?
Oh no, of course not. It's actually kind of embarrassing. You see, I was out picking up these. I suppose they're far more sentimental now that you're leaving.
Goddamn, Todd, you're gonna make me cry.
When did we take this picture?
Todd, this is wonderful. I love it.
So what are the 3 of you gonna do now?
Who knows, Todd? But the one thing we do know is that we're gonna do it together.
Spitting straight facts, Donald.
I hope it involves ice cream.
Oh, by the way, as I was walking here, I heard that Rob guy say something about how if you're not out of here in 15 seconds, he's going to do to you what he did to Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
The 3 of you better be gone, because if you're not, I'm gonna kick your...
Stare into the sun to spite your eyes. Unwind your stress of a daily life. And when you're far from home, as your friends stay on their own, you will remember all the times we had when life didn't move so fast. Let him go, let him extend his reach. Take a midnight stroll with me. He'll work it out and come back to make peace. It'll all make sense, you'll see. But don't fight, come back to me. Take a midnight stroll with me. Because I'm tired of dishonesty. It'll all make sense, you'll see. But don't fight, come back to me. Take a midnight stroll with me. Because I'm tired of dishonesty. It'll all make sense, you'll see. I've waited a while just to see your light. So pardon me, I've got no appetite. And when you're far from home, as your friends stay on their own, you will remember all the times we had when life didn't move so again, I'm waiting for you. Can't have more sacrifice than I already do. Now it's time for us to apologize. I hope this matters as much as I want it to in my eyes. Oh, don't fight, come back to me. Take a midnight stroll with me. Because I'm tired of dishonesty. It'll all make sense, you'll see. Oh, don't fight, come back to me. Take a midnight stroll with me. Because I'm tired of dishonesty. It'll all work out, you'll see.
Kim, you're a pretty cool guy. Thank you for helping us escape jail.
Yeah, who knew there was a human-sized pipe underneath the toilet?
Truly only a genius could, Dave. But I don't get it. You said your name was David earlier. Then you told us it was Kim.
Yeah, that whole thing is pretty complicated. Best to not worry about it.
Works for me. So I guess this is where we part ways.
Are you kidding me? I'm taking you 4 back to Korea.